Good evening, sunshine. You say good morning, sunshine, but as we are not in the morning, we are already in the evening, so I say good evening, okay? All right, this lesson we are going to study about the past continuous, right? We have already covered the simple past, simple present, the present continuous, and now we have the past continuous. Okay, let's get started. All right, so the verb, what is the past continuous? The past continuous is a combination, right, of the simple past, the verb to be in the past, plus the main verb with ing, okay? It's very simple, but it's important to understand when we use the past continuous. There was an action happening in the past, okay? So you were in the middle of doing, or someone was in the middle of doing something in the past, and then another action took place at the same time. So while something was happening, another thing was happening as well. So that's the understanding we have about the past continuous. Let's see an example so that we better understand what it means. Yesterday, Tom and I were studying math, okay? So yesterday, at some time of the day, we were studying math. And then what happened? Okay, another thing happened, okay? We were studying math, and then another action happened as well, right? So let's see. They were in the, this action was happening somewhat in the past, okay? Tom and I yesterday were studying math, so we spent some time of the day. It was a continuous action in the past, right? And we have another situation when that we have two simultaneous actions that happen in the past. So let's understand what it means. Tom and I were studying math when Bob arrived. So this was one sentence, right? Yesterday, Tom and I were studying math, okay? Now we are joining two sentences together, and we say that when Bob arrived, Tom and I were studying math, or Tom and I were studying math when Bob arrived. Which action happened first? Okay, so we have to understand what's going on. Tom and I were studying math, so this action already started in the past. So you have two actions in the past, two actions took place in the past. Studying math was the action that happened before Bob's arrival. So Bob arrived here. Bob's arrival, okay? So both actions happened in the past. The action that happened before, we use the past continuous. So this is another situation, okay? So let's review. The past continuous is when we use was or were plus the main verb with ing. The present continuous, on the other hand, is the verb to be when you have am, is, or are, plus the main verb followed by ing. Okay? So the past continuous is used when we are in the middle of doing something. We haven't finished the action yet. Okay? But this action started in the past and it hasn't finished. Okay? It stopped somewhere in the past. The present is here. So we were studying math. Now we are not studying math anymore. Okay? So this is the past continuous. It's not difficult. Let's see other examples. At 10 a.m. I was doing homework. So today at 10 a.m. I was doing homework, okay? I was in the middle of doing homework. It doesn't mean I finished this action? Maybe I finished the action in the past, but now I'm not doing homework anymore. So notice that I used an adverb of time regarding some time in the past. When we use the present continuous, we use an adverb regarding right now. For example, I am doing homework now. Okay? This morning. It's different. All right. And considering that we are using the verb to be is not an auxiliary verb. We can use it to make questions, right? And to give answers in both affirmative or negative form. Were you living in England last year? Were you living in England last year, sometime last year? Yes, I was living in England. I was living in England during summer. Okay, so I spent some time in England living there. All right. What's the difference between the past continuous and the simple past? Let's see some examples. I walked the dog in the morning. Okay, so I had many things to do, but I had to walk the dog in the morning so that he could pee and poo, right? The dog could do his needs, his physiological needs. I don't know how to say that in English, so I'm saying like that. So I walked the dog. So the dog had lots of fun, but it was in the morning, okay? Now we are going to see another example. In the simple past, this is the simple past, okay? In the morning, we have morning, afternoon, evening. This action took place in the morning, okay? I walked the dog in the morning, or last morning, or yesterday. You can use whichever adverbs of time regarding some time in the past. And now we'll see another example. This was a complete action. Now we'll see another example of action. I was walking the dog when the car crashed. Okay, so there was a car accident nearby. So I was walking the dog. I was in the middle of walking the dog sometime in the past, and then bang, the car crashed. There was a car accident, not necessarily, maybe just the car crashed. Hopefully nobody was injured, no deaths, no casualties, okay? So notice that the action of walking the dog took place before the car crash. So that's the difference. The simple past is a complete action in the past, and the past continuous is an action. It was happening until another action happened, and both actions happened in the past, right? The next video, we'll see more examples of this. This lesson will be very interesting. We'll see the difference among various verb tenses, okay, in the next few lessons. Bye-bye.